Found out my long-term partner was secretly married the entire time. I was scrolling through TikTok while sipping my coffee when he walked into the kitchen humming like nothing was wrong. 6 years together, and that sound used to make me smile. Now it made me wonder who he was really thinking about. The first red flag was small, a phone call he took in the garage last winter. I'd brought him a blanket because the heater was broken, and he'd nearly jumped out of his skin, slamming his laptop shut. Work stuff, he'd said, but his voice cracked. Then there were the business trips that always seemed to align with holidays. Last Valentine's Day, he'd texted me a blurry photo of a hotel room with "missing you," but the blur looked like a woman's hand on the nightstand. When I asked, he laughed. "You're paranoid, babe. That's my coworker's wife." His smell lingered on our sheets, cedar and mint, familiar and safe. But I started noticing gaps, like how he never let me meet his out-of-town cousins, or how his eyes darted left whenever I mentioned marriage. "We're not rushing, right?" he'd say, squeezing my hand. Meanwhile, my nails dug crescent moons into my palms. The betrayal hit on a Tuesday. His phone buzzed while he was in the shower. Normally I'd ignore it, but this time the screen read Sarah, hospital. My stomach dropped. Sarah was his ex, the one he'd supposedly cut ties with years ago. I tapped the notification. The text spanned months. "Sarah, did you tell her yet?" Him, "Not yet. She'll ruin everything." "Sarah, they're your kids," his name. "They ask about you every day." I read it twice. Ice flooded my veins. Kids? His kids? The shower stopped. I scrambled to screenshot the messages, fingers trembling, then bolted to the bathroom. He stood there dripping, face pale as he saw his phone in my hand. "Who's Sarah?" I whispered. He slumped against the sink. "My wife." The word crackled like a live wire. Wife. Not ex, not coworker. Wife. My knees buckled. 2 decades together. 2 kids. A house in Ohio. The words spilled out of him like he'd rehearsed them. He'd married young, stayed for the children, but fell for me, the fakest love story ever told. I slammed the door and drove to my sister's, crying so hard I had to pull over twice. She held me while I gasped for air, snot and tears staining her sweater. "How?" I kept asking. How did I not see it? That night, I Googled his name plus Ohio. There they were, wedding photos, a grinning Sarah, him in a tux, a family Christmas card from last year, his arm around her, snow dusting their hair. I vomited in the sink. Now I'm sitting in a lawyer's office clutching paperwork that says fraudulent inducement. He's been blowing up my phone. "I'll leave her, let's fix this," but every time I close my eyes, I see that Christmas card. I just don't know, do I fight, or do I disappear and let karma gut him instead? TLDR, 6-year relationship imploded after discovering my partner has a secret wife and kids. Now debating legal action or ghosting forever.